For the next part of our page, we're going to be looking into the push. So instead of just navigating to a page and setting the route, so we get the menu, we want to have the arrow to go back instead. For this to work, we need to add a couple of things to our TS file, so that'll work. And the first thing we want to do is just below where you have your recipes page, if that's the name, just inside the first part of your export class here, we're going to use the view child again. View child, there we go. And we're going to set in here the nav, so we can use this and do this of type nav. Oops, sorry, let's do this with this. So now we're ready to use this throughout our recipes TS file here. That's the first one we want to do, and we also want to add this. So just go to the nav and hit enter, add import statements, yes, yes, yes. So it should be up here into the where we have the Ion page nav controller, nav params. You should also have the nav here. Cool. That's the first part of it. We also want to add, so create some variables so we can start using param. So we can use them a little bit further on. We want to create something called a params, and we want to set this to an object. First one, and we also want to create something called a push page, because that's what we are using in our HTML. And we want to set this to any, so it doesn't really matter, but we need to tell it to actually be able to use it. Oh, there's a capital, not a capital start. So push page like this. And let's just quickly go back to our HTML and check. So these now turn purple. This now turned purple on my screen, and this is wrong. Right. The capital N needs to be not a capital N in the nav params. So make sure you just change that. And I can also see the error over here just disappeared. So that's probably what's causing the error. This part here was capital on mine. Fixed without knowing I created an error or checked for it yet. But that's kind of the two first things we need to do. So now we're ready to do and use these specific things. We're going to go into the constructor now down here. And in this one, we're going to use the push page and the params to just send it to somewhere, basically. We're going to use this again because this basically means we're using, it's kind of weird to explain, but it's part of what we're doing. So this push page, let's do the params first. Params is just part of what we're doing right now. And we're going to assign this to a, again, this is an object up here. And we're just going to give it a number. So it could be an ID, for example, page 42 or something like this. Right now we're just doing a static one. So 42 in our case. And what did I do wrong since it's marking this with red? I don't know. This push page, and this we're going to set to which page it's going to push into. So where is it going to go? And we want it to go, instead of recipes, we want to recipes, so the sub page of something, right? So let's do this. Well, I'm so weirded out by that. Oh, I forgot to do an ID. Sorry. So since it's an object, we need to assign an ID and then a value, not like an array. So this is kind of the two things we need to do, and let's just check we have all the things we need up here. We have our nav inside this. We have the part to import the recipe so we can go to that page. And let's go back to this. So push page. So let's just add recipe so we know where we're going. And let's click save and let's go check this out. So sub page, recipes, go to recipe. This should get me to this page right here. So now we're pushing into this page instead of just having like lists and we get a navigation home up here, but we're now pushing into the page kind of like this. So same procedure as we can see with the list here. So we're doing, instead of using the list, we're just creating our own right now. Sorry, I was about to click that push page, not the other one. But that's how we can do this and style it like this. So that's doing the push part of it. And the next one, we are going to do the last part, which is go to page, where we're going to change the page transition from a, so like this, coming from the bottom up here, Boop, and we're going to have a transition. Oh, let's go down here. So we're going to have a transition coming from the side, so it scrolls in from, what's that, right to left or left to right, I don't know what it is, but changing the transition at least, and that's what we're going to do in the next video.